Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
And here we are.
Here we are.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You excited?
I'm excited.
I'm just thrilled.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm South Coast Kane,
I'm the CEO.
and you are here for another episode of Let Me Tell You One Thing.
Let me tell you one thing.
And we are live.
We are.
We are live. We are live.
Yes.
Oh.
Hopefully we'll have some guests join us.
Well, let me first start by saying, let me explain to you the situation.
Are you explaining it to me or are you explaining it to everybody else?
Well, everybody else.
Okay.
This is my blah, blah, blah moment. So just enjoy your beverage.
Cocktail. Bring your own cocktails.
So, we were preaching, or at least I was, that, we had to have 50 subscribers in order to go live. Well, something wasn't sitting right because on my other channel, I don't remember having to do that. Okay. But I did a little investigating this morning because, the furry children had me up at 3:00.
Yeah.
So
They do that to you. They know they can't get away with that.
I know.
With me.
So I came in here and, it's like 20 below. And I started investigating. And basically, long story short, I had to get some recovery email, phone number, whatever. The 50 subscriber came into if we wanted to use a mobile device. So apparently I was doing my previous investigation on my phone instead of the computer. So regardless of the fact, we are up to 28 subscribers.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're not trying to negate those who have. We're just saying that, it was my fault. We could have been live this whole time, but it was my fault.
We're not placing blame.
Not right now.
It's fine.
It's cool. So, how about them hurricanes?
How about them, huh?
I had to bring it up.
You ready?
I'm
ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, so I have to tell you a little story.
Okay.
So you came by my office a while back. I don't know, a couple months ago maybe, and you met the guy that was there, the pest control guy.
Yes.
Well, he came by today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he remembered that you were a hurricane fan, so he was.
I have that effect on people.
He was asking me about, how happy you were about the current situation in Miami. I told him that you were very excited.
Yes.
He asked if we were going to the game. I told him that neither one of us were ready to sell a kidney.
Well,
So
I'd rather pay your Cadillac off first before I went to a ball game.
Yeah. So we were probably not going to make that trek to Miami.
But it'd be cool if we would.
Well, I mean,
well, it's like if you'd have bought those
if
tickets.
I would have,
if you'd have bought the lottery tickets.
I know. If I'd have bought the ticket, it's always my fault. I'm the only one that can stop at the store, I guess, and buy a ticket.
When it was $10 billion,
I know.
You said, screw it.
Yeah, we don't need that. I'd rather go to work every day. Yeah, right.
But anyway, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh,
yeah.
Of course, I got to come home from work. I got about 30 minutes and then it's game time. But anyway, that's not why we're here. But if if anybody would like to join me after this show about 9 o'clock Central, I'll be having my Indiana preview show on my South Coast Cane channel.
I'll be here.
You know, now I will say this: it's usually, how can I say it, an adult show.
They get a little rowdy.
It gets a little rowdy.
Get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Those Canes fans
That's right.
get a little rowdy with each other.
Because it is marked not for people under 18.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on to this. Maybe somebody will show up. I don't know. But that's
We'll
okay.
see. Do you have a link up for them to join in?
Not yet. I was just about to discuss that.
All right. Well, let's get the link up.
Let's get the link up. So
Can't join if they don't have a link.
if anybody joins us, let me give you a quick rundown on how this works. Okay. I'm not trying to treat anybody or talk to anybody like they're stupid, but some people may not have never experienced this type of situation. What I mean is, a lot of folks that do these live shows and have the on-screen guests, they'll use either a StreamYard, EV Mux, Restream, whatever. There's plenty out there. I choose to do EV Mux because I wasn't paying double the price for StreamYard. They can kiss my butt. But that's neither here nor there. So
that's right, because this is $1.25 tree production.
That's right. That's right.
Sponsored by
KMA.
KMA.
I forgot about our sponsor, KMA.
KMA.
Where their slogan is, if you don't like it,
KMA.
Oh. So yeah, the way this works, and the reason why I do the live stream like this, because I like to have, especially on my other channel, my South Coast Cane channel, I like to have folks come on, have a voice, have an opinion. You know, I don't really like the phone call-in situation because sometimes people can get a little long-winded on the phone, and you could be talking to somebody for like 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. So the way this works is if you're on your phone, okay, or a tablet, you'll click on the link and it'll bring you to the EV Mux. And I will recommend this to you if you do use a cell phone, a tablet, any non-computer based item. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I recommend you have some earbuds or some earphones or something with a microphone built in, or at least have some earbuds, because if you try to hook up and you come on and you're just sitting here with your phone, okay, well, what happens is the audio coming out the speaker of your phone will interfere with you talking into the phone. It'll create the feedback, and it's just a whole nasty situation. So, real simple. You just follow the instructions. It's going to ask you for your, for your microphone. You can choose, it'll have probably the earbud or whatever. Now, as far as the camera on your phone or mobile device, that's optional. That is completely optional.
You don't have to FaceTime.
You don't have to come on here and show your face. That's fine.
No.
Because, not everybody is as pretty as this, But I'm just trying to sleep inside tonight. That's all.
He's just trying to get some points.
I'm trying not to sleep outside. It's going to get cold. And don't tell me about this alleged snow that's coming. It's not coming.
I'm not a weatherman.
I know.
A weather girl.
Now, if you're watching this vis-a-vis a computer, a laptop, I would definitely recommend. I don't know if you have a microphone or what, but usually, since most people use their phone, just make sure you have some earbuds, AirPods, some type of listening apparatus with the microphone because most of them have it built in. Oh, but hey, if you come on here and you're not sure, we'll be more than happy to help you. I'm not trying to take anything for granted because, I've been using this type of format for a little while now. So, but yeah, that's the link. Click it. If you want to, if you don't, that's fine. Hopefully we can get some people on here and we can just talk to them. They can talk to us. All right. So
If not, we'll just talk to each other.
yeah, might as well. It beats talking to myself.
Well,
I'm joking. Just jiving, Ma. Just jiving. So the last time, was there any other public service announcements we need to give?
I don't think so.
Okay, then.
I don't
All
think
right.
so.
So
Be careful. I think I stepped on one of the dogs under there. Angel.
that's Angel. She has her spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last time we were together, we were talking about
Well, we're
the job.
together every day.
I know. I'm talking about these fine folks.
Oh, okay.
We're together like, I can't say flies and manure, but we're just together like peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots.
Jenny. Anyway, okay. So the last time we were together, we were talking about driving.
Yeah.
And as you saw by the title of this video, this show, it is Let's Go Driving Part 2.
Part 2.
Because last time we only covered the neighborhood and we talked about the parking lots, gas stations, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Now tonight
Mm-hmm.
we are going to talk about city driving.
City driving.
Hang on, I gotta get my notes right. I gotta get myself together.
It's fine.
I got a lot of notes.
I don't need notes. I got it all up here.
I know. Okay, but you know me. She shoots from the hip.
I'm a
more
I'm a
calculated. I'm a shooter.
Shooter.
Like Happy Gilmore. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm more of a precise, But hey, that's what makes the gin, baby.
That's right.
Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about driving in the city streets.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into some highway, interstate also. So first thing, of course it's understood, get off the phone.
Well, I mean, you would think that's pretty self-explanatory, but
Right.
apparently it's not. I mean, we talked about this last time, the new law that was supposedly had gone into effect, but I mean, I was under the impression that law had gone into effect years ago.
Right.
So I don't know what the difference is between the old law and the new law, but
right.
I mean, get off the phone.
Yeah. Everything has Bluetooth now.
Yeah. I mean,
you can use hands-free speakerphone.
Yeah.
I'm
going to tell you what really is seriously pissing me off is when you're at a busy intersection.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're going with.
Okay. And the light doesn't stay green for very long.
No.
You got maybe 3 or 4 cars that, the lights are timed for or whatever. And the light turns green and the person who's in front is on their phone. And so you miss the whole damn light cycle.
I think that might be one of my things.
I seriously.
Or they sit there, say you got a 10-second green arrow to turn left. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
let's
it's
say
not
you have
long.
10 seconds.
It's not long.
Well, Sally Sue, Johnny Joe is sitting there for like 7-8 seconds, and all of a sudden they want to floor it.
Yeah.
Like they're at State Capitol Dragway. Just if you
it's every day when I get off work.
Exactly. Kind of look up real quick, Oh, and I don't know if we talked about this with the neighborhood. I'm not sure. But the one thing that's always fascinated me is The people that want to tailgate you through the neighborhood
Hmm.
in the 25 alleged 25 zone,
Right.
because speed limits signs and stop signs are optional in the neighborhoods,
Yeah, apparently.
especially if you drive.
I didn't get that memo.
Well, that's because we don't drive the $60,000, $70,000 SUV. We don't have the real, because usually if your vehicle is valued over $60,000, $70,000, you do what you want.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
I didn't get that memo.
I didn't either.
I mean, those are the same people that don't want you to stop at the stop sign.
Right. Exactly.
They get pissed off when you stop at the stop sign and they have to wait.
Exactly. But the thing that kills me is like when you're trying to adhere to the 25, maybe a 27. I may be, incriminating myself, but you're just trying to maintain a nice, safe speed, obey the law, keep your eyes out for the children and people backing out the driveway like nobody's coming,
Mm-hmm.
And then not trying not to go off the cliff on 39th Street. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And these people will get behind you and they will ride. You could see them. I mean, they're on your butt.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you turn off onto the highway and you get on that 45 mile an hour,
yeah,
it's like Hoke driving Miss Daisy. It's like, oh, wait a minute. You all up on me a while ago. Now we get out here on the road and you scared to drive.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people.
No. Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all.
That's not me.
All right.
I got somewhere to go.
Oh, yes.
Okay. When I'm in the car, I have somewhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there I'm not a Sunday driver. I'm not out sightseeing. I have somewhere to go. And I'm usually not on time.
No.
So if you're going to pull out, you need to be ready to go.
That's right. And speaking of pulling out, no Diddy, use a turn signal. Is it really that hard to use a turn signal? For those who don't know.
Well, I don't think a lot of the cars come with that package.
They have that turn signal option package.
Yeah.
But for those who aren't aware, if you're on your steering wheel, all right, on your left-hand side, there's a little lever, a lever.
Mm-hmm.
You click it down to go left. You click it up to go right.
Mm-hmm.
That indicates to other drivers, hey, I'm about to turn, be prepared. Of course, everybody's on their damn phone anyway, so they're not going to know.
I mean, maybe when you are car shopping, make sure that package is available with your vehicle.
And also make sure every so often when you check your washer cleaner, your antifreeze, the vital fluids.
Yeah.
Check that blinker fluid.
Oh, yeah.
Got to check it. I heard they got it on sale at the Walmart.
Well, I mean, and if you don't know how to check it, run into AutoZone and
Google.
Ask them. They'll check it for free.
Google.
Just AutoZone. AutoZone checks it for free. You don't even need to Google it. Just pull up, go inside, tell them you need your blinker fluid checked.
Yeah, and if you're not sure which blinker fluid to use and you're not near an AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whatever, Google it. Google turn signal fluid for your make and model.
Yeah, do that. And then use your damn blinker. Fill the fluids.
Exactly. And then talking about turning, this really gets my goat in reference to your turn signal, your blinker. Like if you're going to make a right-hand turn, don't put your blinker on when you're halfway into the entrance of where you're going.
Pointless.
Why are you doing it?
Pointless.
It's like you stop and you turn and then you put your blinker on when you're already damn near in the thing. What are you thinking?
It's kind of like people who put their blinker on when they're changing lanes and they're already halfway in the lane and then they put their blinker on.
That too. And then you got those who use the wrong, if they're trying to go into the left lane, they use their right blinker, but I digress.
As if I couldn't tell that the 2 tons of metal in front of me is already
right.
in the lane.
Right.
Yeah.
And then talking about turning, center turn lanes, use them. It's not very difficult. Center turn lanes, if you're not familiar or have not heard about center turn lanes, it's a nice little invention that they put on the roads. It's primarily in the center of the highway, the road. Okay. And you can use that. If you're turning left, you can utilize that. Okay. You can, give enough time to where you can get over. Don't sit there and all of a sudden just hit the brakes and then get over within 5 feet. Like you're trying to pull into a F1 pit stop.
Right.
And then you got there's a center turn lane. And those of us here in Zachary, we know about the center turn lane between.
Well, not everybody who lives here knows how to use it. I can assure you.
Oh, no.
Because I have to use it every morning.
Right.
To turn into where my office is.
Right.
And I can assure you that there are people who don't know.
And then you got those who
how to use
they'll have the center turn lanes, and they've had center turn lanes here for a long time. People will still sit there in the left-hand lane and then turn left from the left-hand lane in the middle of town.
They don't get it.
I don't get it.
They either don't know what a turning lane is for, or they think that it's just another driving lane.
Yeah. It's like a concrete median. And then talking about turns, this comes from.
It's not, the turn lane is not for you to drive in for a good half a mile.
Yeah, I mean, you can utilize it if you're trying to merge real quick, but don't
if you're trying to merge, but not if I don't mean, I'm not talking about sitting in it. I'm talking about driving in it.
Yeah, don't go from Murphy's to Walmart trying to get into the left-hand lane. You know what I mean? And speaking of turns, and this comes from our good friend Karen. We'll call her Heavy Metal Karen.
Horns up.
That's right. She's off the rails on the crazy train. That was an Ozzy reference, not behavioral.
Might be behavioral.
No, I'm not.
She might get a little crazy. You don't know.
Look, I know crazy.
You don't know.
I know crazy. But
well, you live with it. You ought to know it.
I see it in the mirror every day. So, hey, it's cool. Anyway, yeah. So this comes from our friend Heavy Metal Karen. And I've seen it where people just make a U-turn. Wherever. However. Don't matter.
Mm-mm.
You can be in the right-hand lane in a 4-lane highway with a center turn lane.
Yeah.
And say, I'm going to make a U-turn and go there.
I forgot something.
I'm just going to turn around.
I'm just going to turn around right here in the middle of the highway.
Just wherever.
Yeah.
Don't try to,
it's good. It's all good.
Don't utilize the little turn lane, pull into somewhere and then pull out. No, just
U-turn. U-turn. Middle of the road.
Get out my way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here it is. Pay attention to the red lights when they turn green, what you were speaking of earlier.
Yeah.
And it's not just turning, but just being in the red light. Pay attention. Don't sit there.
Yeah.
Because the light cycles aren't that long to begin with, but the line of traffic is.
Yes, it is. Especially at 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Oh gosh! And it's crazy. I don't know if y'all have noticed.
Which, of course, is what time I get off the middle of town. My office is smack dab in the middle of town.
It's kind of like when I'm going to work at nights. When I'm working nights, it's usually around that 4:30 time frame. And I don't know if you've noticed it, because I'll go towards old scenic and stuff. But anyway, I've noticed over the last few years that for some reason Tuesday evening traffic is heavier than any other day.
Really?
Yes.
Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday? I would think Wednesday would be.
From what I've noticed.
That's church night.
Tuesday.
Typically. Tuesday
seems to be a lot more hectic than any other day. I mean, that's just what I've noticed. I don't know.
I don't have anything happening on a Tuesday.
Exactly. Oh. And then, like we said in the neighborhoods, speed limits are not a suggestion.
No.
If the speed limit is, say, 45, typical city highway 35, 45,
Mhm.
you can do up to 45 or 35. Okay? Don't sit there and do 30 for about 4 miles at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? And then don't sit there and try to be, a Sir Lewis Hamilton doing 85, zigzagging in and out. I mean, come on, y'all. Just try to stay within 5 of the speed limit and everything will be cool. And also read and understanding road signs. This is something they teach. Well, people our age had the driver's ed in school.
Well, I didn't have driver's ed in school.
Y'all couldn't afford it, Zachary?
We just didn't have it. We
joking.
didn't have to. It wasn't required back then. I mean, we're.
Well, I mean, I know back in my day, it
We're
wasn't really required, but it gave you
No, it
like
wasn't
a
required.
2% discount on your car insurance.
I don't even remember them offering it at
But-
Zachary High.
but the thing-
Honestly,
But
I mean,
all
if they
joking
did,
aside,
it wasn't on my radar.
oh,
But
yeah,
it wasn't required,
no.
and I mean, I didn't take it.
Well, most
I didn't
cats,
take
most cats our age and older, they already knew how to drive.
But the other thing was, I know that when I took my driving test, I mean, there was a part of the test was you had to take a road sign test. You had to know what all the road signs were for.
Right.
You actually took that before you took the actual written driving test.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
road
so
signs
road-
and then the driving
Yeah,
test.
Yeah, you had all that good jazz.
So,
But people today, they don't understand. The classic one is like if you're, and this may bleed over into the interstate, but like when you have the yellow sign where you have the straight black arrow and then you have the little curved arrow with a black
Mhm.
dotted line,
right.
that means a lane has formed. You don't have to stop. You don't have to yield. Now you want to make sure nobody's coming at you, of course.
Yeah.
But
you
you
do.
don't have to come. That is not a
Don't
stop
tell
sign.
people that, because then they're just not going to pay attention at
Right.
all.
I mean, it's not a stop sign. Okay. You can kind of keep on going. You should be okay. Oh, that.
You still have to pay attention to your surroundings.
Right. And then speaking of paying attention to surroundings, roundabouts.
Well, that's this is my thing. I don't. That could be a whole nother segment in itself.
It could.
Because people have enough trouble using a merge, a turn lane,
Oh my God.
and then you want to throw a roundabout into the mix.
Exactly.
I mean, it's supposed to keep the flow of traffic going so that nothing stops, but people don't know how to use them. Therefore, they stop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless everybody knows how to use one and realizes that the whole point is so that traffic keeps moving. Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's not gonna work. And I totally 1000% disagree with them putting them on using a roundabout at an interstate off ramp.
Yeah, like what's that? Gonzales? Is it Gonzales?
Well, Hammond.
Hammond, yes,
Hammond.
That's the one. Oh my gosh! And the thing
and also there's a piece of lint flying there.
The furry children.
The one in Hammond, you have the interstate, and then there's a roundabout on each side, on each exit ramp. So you've got two. So they're, doing this number. And then thrown in the mix also is that it's a truck stop.
Yes.
So you've got 18 wheelers using roundabouts.
and they're only like 10 feet wide in diameter.
They're not very wide.
Not very big.
And they're trying to get to the truck stop.
Yep.
And then you throw in people who don't know how to drive in a roundabout. So you've got, Sally Sue in her Suburban that she can't navigate. And she's, trying to fight with an 18 wheeler. Well, not a whole lot of question there about who's going to win that fight, Sally.
Exactly.
So it's yeah, that's a cluster. That
Easy.
is a cluster.
Watch
So
it.
I've
Watch your
just
mouth.
learned to I don't even get off at that exit anymore. I get off at 55 and just go north and use one of the Hammond exits.
Yeah, because
there because
somebody,
the roundabout is just it's a whew,
well, I'm not going to
make you talk to Jesus.
I'm not going to talk bad about engineers because not all of them are, but sometimes things just because they work on a chalkboard, or I guess they use whiteboards now, they don't use chalkboards. Just because a CAD drawing says it's going to work doesn't mean when you get in reality that it's going to work.
Yeah, it works on the CAD drawing.
Yeah.
But you haven't thrown into the mix that people don't know how to use a roundabout.
No. So another one that gets me is when you're, rocking down the highway, nobody within a mile or so of you, you're kind of by yourself. And somebody decides, I'm not going to wait an extra 5 seconds for you to come by. I'm just going to pull out in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
When there's nobody behind you, just wait that extra 5-10 seconds, and they're just going to pull out right in front of you.
Right.
And then when they pull out in front of you, it's apparently Hope taking Miss Daisy to the Rouses.
Yeah.
Or
because they don't realize I'm rolling.
Exactly. Or case in point, if it's a 4-lane road, 4-lane highway, or dual carriageway, as they say across the pond. Too much Top Gear. It's a 4-lane highway. So instead of there's nobody behind you.
Right.
Nobody. They pull out in front of you. Instead of going, okay, let me, if I don't want to wait, let me get out in that left-hand lane. Okay. No, they pull right in front of you. And if the speed limit's 45, you're doing about 50. And then they're going to do...
Or 55.
Yeah. Or whatever. Oh, you don't know who may be watching this. Oh. And then it's like, well, I'm gonna do 0 to 60 in like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time. I'm like, oh my God, I can't tell you how. I mean, it's just like that. You hit them brakes and that bumper is just. But I usually, and most of my issue is like when I go to work in that 4-lane section between Americana and
Old
Scenic.
Yeah.
If I'm going to work, they'll be coming out one of those neighborhoods, and I'll see them. So I'm already like, okay, who's around me? And I usually just pay attention to their brake lights. As soon as I see them lights let go, I'm just being aware. Oh. And like coming home from work, that exit right after the roundabout, that entrance exit for the Americana.
I know. Yeah.
They'll sit there, they'll see you, and then they'll pull out. Or you got the cats again back to the U-turn where it says no U-turn.
Right.
There's a big sign.
Yeah.
It has it's a white sign, red circle, line through it with a black U in there. That means no U-turn. And man, look, people come around there, make that U-turn. Anyway, yeah, if you're going to pull out and you realize you've screwed up, the long rectangular pedal to the far right, press it. Step on it a little harder. Okay? Go.
Drive it or park it.
Exactly.
Drive it or park it.
Let's see, I did that one. Oh, And the it's kind of like also somebody smoking. Smell it. Smells good. Smell like a brisket being smoked in a smoker.
Oh, I thought you meant like smoking. I'm like,
No,
we're
I'm
the
not
only
saying-
ones in
no,
here.
No, I'm not.
I thought you meant like a cigarette. I was like,
No.
there's nobody else here. We're the
No.
only ones here.
No. Well, I got the door open this evening because the weather is delightful. So I can smell somebody smoking something on the smoker.
Yeah, you need to.
Verify and clarify.
Yeah, you need to clarify
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh. Also, let's see. Waiting. Okay. Then, of course, we all know about the McDonald's drive-through entrance here in Zachary.
Oh.
That
Yeah, that's a cluster.
that is.
That's. Yeah.
Okay. Here's another one. This is something I've noticed here lately. I don't know if there was like a Facebook post, a TikTok challenge, or whatever. But when you're at a red light, okay, or a four-way stop, but primarily red lights,
Okay.
and you have like let's take for instance the New Weiss, Lower Zachary, at the Highway 19.
Okay.
Let's
At the
start
Gate
there.
City.
Gate City.
Got
That's
it.
right.
The red light at the Gate
Yes.
City. Okay.
So if I'm on New Weiss,
Mhm.
all right, and I'm going to the Home Depot or coming to see you or going to the wall, and
Mhm.
I'm crossing over 19. So what people will do is they'll wait. They won't put their blinker on. They'll
Right,
wait.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then if you're say you're taking a left at that intersection,
Which I do every morning. That's the way I go to work.
what'll happen is most people with common sense, driving etiquette, they're already signifying that I'm turning left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have people on the opposite side, they don't make any move.
No, they just sit there.
They just wait. And then they'll put that sucker on, they'll turn that blinker on to turn left because they want you to think that they're going straight and they're going to wait. And it's like, I can go. I mean, I don't, it's probably about the last year or two I've noticed that. Especially coming home from work, I'll notice that over there at the red light at the mill at Pleasant and Scenic, they'll just sit there and just stop and they'll wait. And then if somebody turns, then they'll put that blinker on and they'll go. It's almost like they do it on purpose, because usually if you have two people coming at each other at that intersection and they're going left, you be courteous and y'all do it together.
Right.
Both parties succeed. But no, they want you to stop so they can do their thing. And that gets my goat, girl.
So when you're leaving the mill, like say you're leaving the mill and you're coming home,
Right.
that light does not have a turn arrow.
Nope. We got a victim. We got a victim.
Okay. So hi.
There she is. We were just
That's
talking
our
about you.
friend. Hi, friend.
Hey, my friend.
How
Fr-
are you?
My back hurts.
Aw.
Oh, well, Planet Fitness hit my back today.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now, for those of you in the audience, this is the young lady we were speaking of earlier. We referred to her as Heavy Metal Karen.
Oh, okay. That's about right.
And I said, you going off the rails on the crazy train, not talking about behavior, but a tribute to your man, Ozzy.
There you go. There you go. Of which I was at his last show, no less.
Yes, she was.
Yes.
She traveled
Yes.
across the pond to see Ozzy.
She
I
did.
did.
So how you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I'm
Other than
okay.
you got doing good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much you've paid attention, but we're in the middle of talking about the city street driving. We haven't got to kind of like city street around town, etc.
Gotcha.
I did make mention of I'm going to make a U-turn whenever I feel like it. We talked about that because you brought that up in the comments, so I did it.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating, and it seems to happen on Highway 19 in Baker mostly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't understand, is that since 19 is, you don't mean like where they're doing the construction. You
Oh,
mean
no,
like
no.
just
It's
in
in
the middle of
Baker.
Baker.
Right.
Just in the
Yeah.
middle of Baker.
Just in the middle.
Probably between the old Popeyes all the way to the golf course.
That would be from Baker
Yeah.
Boulevard to Levy Lane for those
Yeah.
who didn't grow up in Baker.
Right.
Yeah, right there.
So yeah, just
whatever.
instead of, getting in the turn lane, going through one of the parking lots and making, a safe turn, they just U-turn in the middle of the street.
Yep, they do.
And talking about turns, most of the city streets have a shoulder. Most.
Yeah.
It is okay if you're taking a right. You can kind of utilize a little bit of that shoulder if it's drivable and safe.
Yeah.
You
could.
like,
I wouldn't say, I am going to disagree with that a little bit, because like on Old Baker Road, there is no.
Well, I'm talking. Okay, for instance,
there is no shoulder.
Okay, so a lot of people that I deal with coming home or going to work is like going to work. If they're turning in right there at the Jets Exxon,
okay,
they'll come to damn near a complete stop.
Yeah.
Instead of just go ahead and utilize a little bit of that shoulder.
Sure.
Okay. And then when coming home right there at the Rouses, they should have a Rouses turn lane. Again, you have a little shoulder.
Well, there's a little shoulder. There's shoulder there.
Yeah, you can turn. So in other words, what I'm getting at is that there's a way for you to kind of get out the way to make your turn without impeding the traffic, because traffic's already crazy.
Yeah.
Utilize it. It's okay. I mean, there is a bike lane there through Zachary, but nobody rides on it.
Yeah, it goes all the way out to the plains.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
what a good plan that was.
And also
for I mean, I'm hoping they got a grant for that, and that's not some of our tax dollars that were used for that.
Now, Miss Karen, if you have anything to add, get your elbows out and say something. Feel free.
I do. I just had a thought. So just wait. You think Rouse's traffic coming home is going to be bad? Wait till they build that new Benny's right down the road from Rouse's. And if they do the gas like they did in Baker, me and Stacy were talking about that last weekend, how it was 209 or 204 for the longest. You really gonna see some traffic right there.
It's funny you brought that up, Miss Karen, because I was on my way to work the other day, and I was at that red light at Newell Street.
Right.
And I just happened to glance over and saw the Benny sign that's been there for 3 years?
A couple years, yeah.
It's least. Like faded. They need a new one, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the same thing. Man, when and if they put that Benny's there, I thought about the one in Baker, but I'm like, man, you it's going to get crazy right there.
It is. Because the gas on that side of town on Old Scenic, that gas is very, very expensive.
That's
at the Jets and at the Shell. It's not a Shell anymore. I don't know what it is.
It is. It's all.
Well, they're both Jet. They're both owned by the Jets.
They're all Jets.
So
that's very expensive. So they're gonna. Yeah. Somebody was telling me as soon as they finish the car wash in Baker, they starting on the one in Zachary.
That's what the story's always been, is that they were gonna, as soon as they finished the one in Baker, they would break ground on the one here.
Now my request is, if you're gonna put something like that at that particular spot, the Benny's across from Newell, make it like to where it's at least 25, 30 feet off the road. Have a nice little entrance into it. You know what I mean? Don't have it to where you like the Exxon.
Is it how close to where that red light is it going to be?
I'm thinking they're gonna probably make an entrance exit right there at that red light.
Okay.
So they'll probably have.
Okay.
You'll probably. I'm just thinking. I'm just guessing that you'll have. Basically, you could probably go if you're on Newell Street. You can just go straight across the
Straight
street
across.
into
Okay.
it, more than likely.
I didn't realize exactly where it was gonna.
But put it
where it was
off
gonna
the
be.
road a little bit. Don't do it like a Murphy's or an Exxon. Put it off the road.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm just glad it's not going to be in a curve like
But
the
I will-
Murphy's is,
but
because
I
that's
will
a
s-
cluster trying to get in and out of there.
I will say this: that's going to make it a lot easier because I usually like to get my gas and stuff when I
Yeah.
get off of nights in the morning because it's not as bad. But at
Mhm.
least this way I can stop there. And if it's cheaper than it's going to be cheaper than the Shell and everything anyway.
Well, yeah.
So it's cool.
At least for the first month or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
or at least it'll give us somewhere else besides Murphy and Exxon
It's
that's not
another
owned
option.
by jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because Murphy's and Exxon are so hard to get in and out
is,
of because
it
of the
is.
traffic.
It is
That
You
too.
gotta-
Have y'all discussed the trying to navigate around the Walmart shortcut off of 19? I don't know what it's called. That new road that goes
That
all the way
road
to Home
there?
Depot.
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah.
don't have to fool with that much.
that's a mess.
It is a big mess.
They're
It,
gonna prob-
They need a red light there
yeah.
on
They do.
19.
with
on
a
19.
turn lane,
Yes, yes.
as
Yes.
well.
And it's no
they do.
it's no secret that 19 needs to be completely redone from Zachary to Slaughter. It does, really bad. And yes, that intersection is crazy because you got a lot of fine folks coming from the north trying
Yeah.
to cut through there, and you got they're trying to turn left, and you got all these people heading north, and it's like, well, and then of course you got those who are coming north decide I didn't spend the extra $5 for the turn signal package, so I'm not going to put my blinker on.
Well,
But-
so the whole point in them building that thoroughfare there was to decrease some of the traffic in the middle of town, but they didn't take into account that there's no turn lane there. So you can't turn if you're coming from Slaughter, you can't turn left because of all the traffic coming from the
Zachary.
south.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So nobody wants to sit there for 15 minutes waiting to turn.
Or not counting the folks that are going to get their kids from the
middle school.
the middle school.
Yeah.
And the
Exactly.
buses. And the
Yeah.
buses.
And the buses.
elementary school and all
So
that
it's
too.
almost for people that are coming from the north, from the Slaughter area. It's hard to turn, and the traffic gets backed up, and so it just creates another problem.
I've seen it backed up all the way to Miller and Daughter before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, especially in the afternoons, like during school time
Right.
when you got to wait for the
Exactly.
buses and all that.
And
It's ridiculous.
speaking of buses, this is something else that people learn in the driving school, ed book, whatever, that the only time that if you have a school bus with the lights on,
Yeah.
letting the kids out, if there's a physical median,
Mhm.
you do not have to stop if you're on the opposite side. In other words, if the bus is coming north,
Right, that's a
and you're
divided
going
highway.
south, a physical median means you don't have to stop. But if it's a center turn lane, that does not constitute as a median. Stop.
Correct. Yeah, you have to stop.
Because I've actually almost been rear-ended on 19 before, stopping for a bus right there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just-
And then speaking of medians, this is another thing that just really gets my goat, girl. Is when
Not the goat.
the goat, they're getting it. They're getting it. When if you have a median and you need to take a left-hand turn and you try to use the median as a brake, pull all the way in In other words, instead of trying to go all 4 lanes, just navigate the 2 lanes, get in the median, and then do the other one. Kind of like coming off of what's that, Cypress, there by the bayou, by the park.
Okay.
If you're going to use that median, pull all the way in. Don't leave half your vehicle's back end in the highway.
Yeah.
That gets on my nerves. They'll just pull it in the stop and they block like a lane and a half of traffic.
Yeah. I understand.
Oh my gosh, that gets my goat.
It's why sometimes I wish I could just drive a tank.
I know.
Just push everybody out of my way.
Exactly. and also another public service announcement, because we're here to help the people.
Sure we are.
We're just not
yeah,
here.
Right.
We're
okay.
not just here to bitch and complain and point out stupidity and ignorance, but we're here to help.
Okay.
Okay, we're here to help. Another public service
I didn't get that memo, but okay.
Well, check your email. Check the spam folder. Also, it is legal to turn right on red in the state, unless dictated by a traffic sign that says no right on red.
No right on red.
That means you can't turn right. But yeah, if there's no sign, you can turn.
Yeah.
You can turn right on red.
Maybe we should look into starting one of those driving schools ourselves. So
that's a racket there.
So we could actually teach kids how to drive.
I can tell you right now, ever since that driving academy here in Zachary, no disrespect to anybody, but once they started doing that, people have just gotten stupid as drivers in this city.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I've gotten behind a few of them, and it's interesting for sure.
No doubt.
Did we talk about last episode? I don't remember because I barely remember what happened 5 minutes ago. Did we talk about, if you see the driving school car driving around, the kids trying to learn to drive, be respectful?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So as much as I may disagree with their teaching techniques, or, as much as I may think that these young people just aren't grasping it because it's not on the phone. That's one thing I just can't stay. Because usually if you see the car, student driver, be courteous, be respectful. Don't freak the kids out because they already freaking out as it is. But just be nice to them. Because remember, those are the people you'll be driving with soon. All right, so where are we at here? Oh, if you're in an area, if you're visiting a city, a location, a town, okay, and you're not sure where to go or what to do, Google Maps always works for me. I don't know if you can still get the Rand McNally paper maps.
The Atlas.
I don't know. But
MapQuest.
Yes, MapQuest. Print it out. Something. But my thing is, if you're going to another city or location, you can plot your course in the Google Maps.
You can.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of these vehicles today have some sort of navigation system. Okay.
But then you got people who are trying to watch the navigation screen instead of watching the road.
Well,
most of them talk to you now, and with Bluetooth, you can use your phone, use Google Maps, and the directions come through your radio.
Or you can just do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Let Siri tell you.
We talked about that because most cars now have like Apple CarPlay, or what is it for Android?
Android Auto.
Android Auto.
Which is what the cool kids use, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
So, yes, most newer vehicles do have that. But I don't know. A lot of it just goes back to common sense.
Yes.
Just use your common sense, which I know, there's not an abundance of it out there these days, but
it's free.
If you're getting behind the wheel, come on,
and
use your freaking head.
And then what kills me is when you have a car in front of you, whether they don't know where they're going or it's Hoke
Driving Miss
driving Miss
Daisy.
Daisy to the Rouses or something,
Yeah.
and you're the first car behind them trying to, and then you got people coming up riding your tail, like them getting 2 inches from your back bumper is going to make you do something when you can't go anywhere anyway.
Yeah.
That kills me too.
Well,
Oh,
it's a tough one.
it is. I mean, you try to. Especially if you're not able to pass. Say like you're on a 4-lane highway, and there's traffic in the left lane. You really can't go around, so you just try to bide your time, be patient, and then they come up behind you like, okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to go off the road? I think not. Sit back and get comfortable, baby, because we ain't going nowhere.
Well, I can tell you that once I get home, when I drive in the afternoons, not so much in the morning, but in the afternoons when I get home from work, when I get in the driveway, I have to ask for forgiveness for a lot.
I tell you one thing that I do,
because I do not say nice things in the car ride on the way home.
With
I'm not kind, I'm not gentle. So therefore, usually when I get home, I ask for some forgiveness.
Well, the funny thing is all this stuff that we talk about. My first thought is, are these people really that dumb? And I find instead of getting upset, for me personally, instead of just let them go. Just go, get out my way. I go, do your thing. And it fascinates me. And that was one of the reasons why.
I think I just get so irritated because I drive.
Yeah.
It's less than 2 miles.
Right.
From my office to home, and in the evenings it takes me a good 15 or 20 minutes to get home, to get 2 miles away.
Exactly. Don't let them steal your joy, baby.
They do.
Don't let them steal the joy.
It does.
Just
in the
let 'em go.
evenings, it does.
Yeah.
It does
I know
steal my joy.
You just want to go, "Ugh!" But just say God bless.
Most mornings are not like that. But I will tell you, this morning, I don't know if the buses were late or what. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I got behind like 2 school buses this morning, and normally I don't. They're usually ahead of me,
Yep.
But I guess they were running late this morning, so I got held up by 2 buses. And we talked about the school buses in the neighborhood on the last episode that we did about them speeding through the neighborhood. They don't stop at stop signs.
Very enthusiastic.
So, I mean, like this morning I really wanted to video, but there you are driving and videoing, which is, that's not conducive to good driving.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly they were running late this morning, so they're doing, speed limits 25 in the neighborhood, and I'm doing 25 and they're leaving me in the dust.
I know, right?
So,
well, if you get caught using your phone now after the first of the year, you're going to get a ticket.
We
talked about that. So that's another. So I guess Jordan and I didn't look it up, but I mean, when it's been a few years back, they passed the law that it was not legal for you to be on your phone and driving years ago. So what's the difference between that law and the new law that passed?
I didn't know they had passed one years ago. I thought it was just in areas posted hands-free zone, like at the school. If you notice now at schools, it'll have big signs that say hands-free zones. But then starting January 1st, I thought they passed a new law that you can't be on your phone.
I think what we're thinking about is the texting.
I don't know.
But I thought there was.
I thought it was years
something where
ago
you
that you couldn't. They passed
I don't know.
something with phones that you
Yeah, I mean, I
that you
don't know.
weren't supposed to be on them. But anyway, well, I can tell you, it doesn't matter because I see it every day, every morning, every afternoon,
Yeah.
and I pass people on the way home because I'm
Yeah.
actually trying to get home,
Right.
and they're all on their phones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta see what the latest TikTok challenge is. All right, so
I got a challenge for them.
I bet you do, baby. Oh, now, sweetie, you can't be like that.
Whatever. Yes, I can. I can be any way I want to be. That's why I get home and when I get in the driveway, I ask for forgiveness.
And another, okay, we're going back. That I know that goat's been gotten, but it's going to be got again.
Okay.
So, like again,
that poor goat.
So you're sitting there on the road. This is 4-lane highway. You're sitting there. Nobody's around you. Nobody behind you. All of a sudden, this car's coming up on your left-hand lane. Okay.
Are you in the right-hand lane?
I am in the right-hand lane.
Okay.
Because I don't, the left-hand lane's for passing unless you're trying to weave through Zachary. But that's beside the point.
Unless you got ticket money.
Yeah, ticket money. Anyway. So you're sitting there in the right lane. You're just trying to get to your destination. And this cat up on the left-hand lane comes around. And instead of getting behind you to turn, no, they want to get in front of you, stop, and then turn all within 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. I hate that. That ticks me off.
Yeah.
It's like you could have just waited a few minutes, about 5 seconds.
No.
Just get by and then turn. No, you got to get in front of me and then turn. Oh, I hate that.
Well, the problem is that they finally got off their phone and realized they were late.
Oh, they knew where they were going. They knew what they were doing. And then that leads me to something that, you talk about getting the goat. This gets the goat. When you see the signs, left lane ends in 1.5 miles, 2 miles.
Oh, well.
Right-hand lane ends
I think
in a
this is
mile.
where you and I have a difference of opinion. I think we've talked about this before.
If the left-hand lane is ending in 1 mile, you need to try to find get over to the right lane as soon as possible. Nope. These son of a guns, got to keep it G-rated. These son of a guns, they go as far as they can and then get in. Knowing, especially when traffic is kind of backed up and they weasel their way in, kind of like on the interstate.
It's not called weaseling your way in. It's supposed to be the zipper merge.
I understand that, but when you're told 1 mile in advance.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. They don't want you. They tell you that, but they want you to still go up to the front and merge in. It's called a zipper.
I ain't letting you. We're gonna test out Dudley Devotion coverage. I'm not gonna let
you. See, look, that's what I'm.
I'm just look. If there was road work, okay, and all of a sudden there's just that big flashing arrow. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with the zipper effect. And we'll get to this on the interstate. But yeah, if you got traffic and people are trying to merge on the on ramp. Yeah, zipper effect. But when you're told 1 mile in advance, that's 5,280 feet.
I know how many feet are in a mile.
You are told the store is closing at 9 o'clock when it's 6 o'clock. Yeah. Okay? You are told 1 mile. The lane is ending.
Mm-hmm.
That means you might want to try to work your way over if you can. Put the blinker on. And get on over. That doesn't mean you race to the end and try to merge in like that. I'm sorry, I don't like that. That's just being selfish driving.
No, it's not. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I agree with Norm. Same thing when there's like a wreck up front or something.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's different.
And these people follow the ambulance, or they don't let the ambulance don't move over. I want to stop them and say, what if that was your loved one in the ambulance or in the wreck?
Yeah.
You're preventing those people, and they should stop them and give them a ticket, but they don't.
No.
You and I had that happen last weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. They wouldn't
You know,
move in.
it's
But
crazy.
that also goes back to something with, are they teaching these kids what to do in driving school? Do they teach them
Yeah.
what to do when an ambulance comes? I don't know because I never had to go to driving
Uh,
school. Karen, you
But
probably, yeah, I don't know. Did
no,
they have
I
drivers?
didn't.
Did they have driver's ed when you were in high school?
They did. Yes, I did do driver's ed. Yeah.
Okay.
but I
See,
mean, and again,
we didn't have driver's ed in high school. That was not a requirement when I was in school.
but I mean, if you have an emergency vehicle, a police car, fire truck, ambulance, you know, the common sense should dictate
Well,
get out the
there
way.
you
Well,
go. I
there's
mean,
the
And
issue right
and
there.
there's the
and if
issue.
again, and in my opinion, if you're on a 4 lane road and you see it coming, you know, because I'm one of those drivers that likes to utilize the mirrors. I'm not just sitting
Yeah.
here looking at the TikTok challenges.
Well,
I'm looking at mirrors.
I don't
You
even
can see
have
'em coming.
TikTok. Do you even get on TikTok?
No, it's a joke. It's what
Oh,
the cool,
okay.
the
Because I
TikTok.
don't even have a
It's
TikTok.
just a
I don't know
saying.
what
It's
that
just a
is.
saying.
I mean, I know what it is, but I
It's
I don't have time for that.
But anyway, you see it, and then if hey, look, if people are trying to get over, let them get over and out the way. In other words, if you're in the right hand lane and people are trying to get out the left hand lane, let them in. That's when your zipper effect should happen. Try to just get out the way. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, we talked about distracted driving, selfishness, be courteous. There's
Yeah.
other people on the road. We talked about that. Oh,
That's
oh,
Ivy.
that's the furry. It's Angel getting upset because Ivy's getting too close to. It's the furry
Yeah.
children.
They're jealous. They
Yeah,
got one over here on this side and one over here on this side.
Oh,
And one in my feet.
and then also again, be considerate to the student drivers out there. Now, question: how big of a gap in traffic? Say you're turning left at the Walmart road there
Angel.
exactly. How much of a gap in oncoming traffic do you need before you can turn left? I mean, do you need like a mile, 2 miles?
No, like a car or two.
people.
Are you asking
cars
me?
land.
It's a rhetorical question because some people, because you can. I mean, I can understand 1 or 2 cars you get your timing down, okay,
Hey.
but when you get that gap that you can make, it may only be like the car may be 50 feet, I don't know, but you don't need a mile of no traffic to take that left hand turn. Don't do that. Or if you're at a red light and you have we have those flashing yellow arrows now for left hand turns.
Oh, I like those.
You don't need a mile of no traffic before you decide to turn.
No. No, you don't want to turn like right in front of somebody.
No,
but you also,
you can kind of gauge it.
Yeah. But I do like those new yellow arrows for left-hand turns.
Oh, I did have roundabouts. I said roundabouts are not that difficult.
Well,
unless it's set up wrong, and we're not going to get into all that.
I mean,
we already did.
They're not wrong if you realize what they're for. The whole point.
Exactly.
And if you know what a yield sign is.
Exactly.
But I mean,
and what's crazy is some people at a
goes
roundabout,
back to common sense again.
At the roundabout, they'll treat the yield sign as a stop sign, but in
That's
the
what I'm
neighborhood,
talking about.
They'll treat a stop sign like a yield sign. What kind of bizarro world do we live in? Crazy.
It's a world gone mad.
Oh, and then talking about the roundabout, like they'll people will fight their way into the. Like if you're going through the roundabout, or if you're just kind of like the one over there by Lit Pizza and Americana, where you stay in the right, you just keep going straight. They'll, again, they'll fight their way to the front. Damn near cause a wreck. But I just stay out their way. Oh, and this is another thing.
Okay.
Using the worst possible entrance when there are multiple entrances, i.e., people will take a right off of 19, take a right on 19 at 64, and then want to take a left into the Burger King Taco Bell right there. Instead of if you just kind of go straight and you got that easy right-hand turn.
Well, I'll tell you, honestly, I have given up left-hand turns anywhere in Zachary.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to just make the block.
It is. But it's just
so that you can take a right.
It's just the fact that people take the worst just possible way.
Yeah.
When there's an easy one just a few feet further.
I give up, honestly.
Exactly.
I really do.
Exactly.
I don't go anywhere that I know I have to make a left-hand turn. If I can't turn right, I'm probably not going.
Exactly.
I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. Especially, I have 30 minutes for lunch. I cannot make it home and back to my office, which is 4 miles round trip in 30 minutes.
If you would pack the olive loaf sandwich, you wouldn't have that problem.
Oh my God, here we go. No, I don't eat no damn olive loaf.
You could do ham and cheese loaf on Fridays.
No. It doesn't
Monday,
matter.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
The point is that it should not take me 30 minutes to make a 4 mile round trip home for lunch.
When I have to do things around town, I mean, I try to go all the way east and then work my way back west, back home.
Yeah.
And of course, there was a time in this town where between 8, 9 o'clock in the morning until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was no traffic.
Yeah.
And ain't no more.
No, not anymore. Don't even think. If you got to get out between 11 and after 11 o'clock, you can hang it up.
No.
And especially between 3 and 6, coming back into Zachary, and on the old Scenic right there by the Animal Center.
Oh,
you can't because you go there, you can't get back out on the road.
That's like cheating death.
I remember, quick story before we continue. I was coming home off of days one day, and Stacy wanted to have she said, "Hey, let's get a pizza. It'll be all right. I'm having fun."
Okay, roll.
That other show don't start until I started.
Let's go then.
One day, I was coming home, so she wanted me to stop by Papa John's, get us a pizza. Cool, I'm down for some Papa John's. And so I took a right on the old Scenic. This is like 6-ish, okay? And I sat there to turn left into Papa John's parking lot. It felt like an eternity. I'm like, oh my God. It's just like, I'm like, how do these people survive in this crap? I don't get it. Now, I kind of got a little bit more lucky coming out of the Papa John's to come home. It wasn't.
Yeah, because you only have to take a right. You didn't have to cross over traffic.
Kind of had to spin a tire a little bit, but I got out and got out. So, but yeah, that's crazy. Ain't no way.
But it's the volume that's coming from like the JCCY area all the way down. And yet, I came down there the other day. I don't know why, but they've added yet 2 more subdivisions down there.
Yes,
you still got the third one that's going to go up at Heck Road.
Right.
That's just ludicrous.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
And the crazy thing is, if they would have went ahead and 4-laned Old Scenic from LTI, Jetson, whatever it's called now, all the way to 64 here in Zachary, like they were supposed to do, because when they repaved it or whatever, it was supposed to be 4-lane. That's why it's all cleared out, but they didn't do that. And I'm telling you, they're going to have to do something. That is just.
Well, I mean, now that they're building the canal over it, it's going to be. I mean, they're going to have to.
I hope they don't put a 2-lane bridge. They might as well make the 4. But hey, I digress. Yeah, well, I don't know, because you got the bridge they built. And then you have the new one, so maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe keep hope alive, sister.
I don't know.
Keep hope alive. Now,
I just wish I could talk my husband into moving.
let's talk about headlights.
Oh.
Headlights. All right. Now, I know most people have the auto headlights.
Yeah.
Correct? Auto headlights, to where there's a predetermined sensor on the dash.
It just says auto. They're on pretty much all the time.
Yeah. So when it starts to get kind of dusky, turn your lights on. And also, speaking of state law, when it rains, you're supposed to have your headlights on.
And your windshield wipers.
If
your windshield wipers are
comes
on, your headlights are supposed
must
to
be
be
on.
on.
That's right.
Of course, in the summertime when the sun is still shining bright and it starts raining, seems kind of ludicrous, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
I think my lights are on all the time.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
people
mine
are.
is too.
But you got some
Yeah.
cats, especially when it's foggy. I'm talking when you get those real good foggy mornings and they're in a silver white car, not one stitch of light on.
Well, I don't know. Kind of feel like that's God's natural selection.
Apparently so. And then the bright lights. This is another source.
I mean, I'm gonna just tell you, that's one thing that my daddy taught me when I was or one thing he told us when we were growing up. If you're gonna be stupid, you gotta be tough.
Yep.
And right.
So, you want to drive around in a silver or gray vehicle in the fog, gotta be tough.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then the brights.
It's those LED lights in those big Bubba trucks. Oh my God.
That's
things.
Okay. So if you have, as Miss Karen said, a Bubba truck, a 4-wheel drive jacked up, adjust your headlights appropriately, because it's like I feel like I get blinded every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Especially at night.
Oh, especially like if I'm going home.
It's bad.
Going home down Mount Pleasant in the mornings off of work.
Yeah.
And all those people in them trucks leaving, going out. Oh, it's killer.
Yeah.
Killer. And then you got people.
I've just learned that I can wear my sunglasses at night when I drive because of that.
Oh, I couldn't see anything if I did that. And then you also have these intellectuals that'll drive through the middle of town that at night when it's well lit with the brights on.
Oh, well, yeah.
And then when you're, I don't know, I forget what the official distance is between two cars coming at each other for you dim your brights, but just do it. When you got cars coming, don't wait till they're 20 feet in front of you before you hit the dims.
Be courteous.
And then you have some of those,
courteous.
And then you got these cars that have the headlights for coon hunting in the trees. The headlights like they point up like this. And it's, oh my gosh, it is the brights.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Imagine if you had to drive to Mid-City on 2 mornings and you have to be there right when you're traveling the same time Exxon shift change is going on.
I can only imagine that madness. I've seen it. It almost reminds me of the old back in the day when Entergy had just first started, the nuclear plant, before 64 was before Scenic was 4-lane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you taking your life into your hands.
Well, I mean, I'll just tell you when I was growing up, my dad used to tell us, do not be on Mount Pleasant Road anywhere at the times that GP was having shift change.
Oh yeah.
Because those men leaving the mill, they will run over you.
Exactly.
They will run over you.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. And those running late for shift change too. Oh Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
And that 110 already. It's, what is it now called? It's not 110 no more. It's
Is it the MLK Thruway or something like
Yeah,
that?
freeway, I think, or something. That is a drag strip,
Oh
the
yeah.
drag strip of Baton Rouge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
But
is the drag strip of Baton Rouge, starting at the Governor's Mansion curve all the way till it ends. It's
oh
free.
yeah.
It's
Oh
free.
yeah.
Free
Free
Willy.
for
Oh, it's the
free for
Baton Rouge
all.
Autobahn, because unless there's a
Yeah.
cop already in the highway on the interstate, you
Yep.
know, until it goes down by the airport exit, the Harding Street exit. But
Yeah, that's when they all
Yeah.
slam on the brakes
Yeah.
again.
and
Yep.
speaking of brakes, when you're going through a green light, there's really no need to hit the brakes. Unless, of course, if somebody before you is turning, yeah, but when it's nothing going on, don't hit your brakes going through a green light.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Or when you're on the interstate doing 80.
Yeah.
Just because you realize that you're exceeding the speed limit is no reason to slam on your brakes in the middle of the interstate.
No, just slow it down.
Just get over and slow down.
Yep.
And speaking of interstates, because that's a nice little segue. It's almost like we planned this.
I didn't plan anything.
I know you did. You shoot from the hip, baby. Quick and the Dead. Oh, that was a good movie, Quick and the Dead. Anyway, okay, interstate and highway driving. Not so much the city highway, but it's out and the on ramp. I was taught that was called the acceleration lane. You accelerate on the on ramp. Now, I know in the great city of Baton Rouge.
Are you talking about where like you get on the interstate in Baker?
Anywhere.
Okay.
Just an on ramp in general. This isn't
Okay.
site specific, just an on ramp.
But that would be an example of what you're talking about.
That would be an example. Now,
Okay.
I understand they have some, like when you're coming onto the interstate, like over there by Perkins, etc. There's not very much of a lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
right,
much. Okay,
right.
that's different.
Yeah.
I'm just talking on ramps in general.
Okay.
Most of them you can get up to speed, and it just kills me how people don't try to utilize that on ramp like that. They'll go too slow. Especially
when I turn left. You talking about when you turn left when you're getting onto the interstate?
Yeah, you can use that for an example. Yeah, but any type of on ramp,
Okay, well, I'm just telling you, when I make the turn, I'm flooring it.
Gone. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
because you know that you're getting on an on ramp to get on an interstate where the speed limit could be 55, 60, 75, whatever.
It's 60 once you get on the interstate. So why would you want to start out at 35?
And then also, like if you're
drive, that goes back to drive it or park it.
Right. And or if you're out,
you're scared of it, park it.
Like if you're on I-12, I-10, I-49, I-whatever, out in the middle, just running. And you got these little podunk town on ramps, get it. Don't sit there and, because you got people doing 70, 75, 80 miles an hour right up in those big stretches.
Well, yeah, because the people that have already gotten on a mile ahead of you, a mile before you, back at
their speed
on. Well, yeah, because those people, like you were saying, the people who are getting on at Scenic or 61, it's only a mile and a half, something like that. They're already up to 80 miles an hour
at least.
Yeah.
And you're merging into traffic at 40.
Right.
It causes a problem.
Right. And then if you're on the interstate, whether it be in town or out in the in between interstate area.
Yeah.
If you're in the right-hand lane and you see somebody coming on the on ramp, regardless of how fast or slow they're going, if you can move over to the left-hand lane, move over to the left-hand lane and let them in. Now,
if you can.
If you can't,
then let's.
With that being said, if you see, and I know a lot of times the truck drivers will do this, but like if you move over and you're the one coming on to the interstate. You are merging into traffic.
Mm-hmm.
If you see that people have gotten out your way, either speed up to let them get back over, or kind of get to a speed to where they can get back. Because usually the trucks will do it. The 18-wheelers will let people on when they can.
When they can. Yeah.
And, let them get back over if you can. In other words, don't just come on. If somebody it moves over and lets you on, don't sit there and match them speed for speed.
Oh, no.
Get out the way. Speed up, slow, do something to let them get back over.
And that's another a thing that I do. I don't know if other people do or not, but those men driving those trucks, let them over. If they have their lights on, like I let them over because I feel sorry for them having to navigate through idiots who don't know how to drive, and they need to get over. Let them over,
right? And then also, like if there's a car or somebody on the shoulder of the interstate, you're supposed to move over to the left to go
absolutely
around if you can, if you can.
Well, yeah,
and
it goes back. That just goes back to common courtesy and common sense.
Exactly.
But those guys are having to maneuver those big trucks through traffic. Let them over.
Exactly.
And they cut off those 18-wheelers so quickly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they do. And if you realize what they're hauling, those trucks can't just stop on a dime.
No. You should see that in the morning coming off the bridge, especially. Yeah. Oh my God.
Like my car, I can stop it on a dime because I'm not hauling how many tons of whatever it is they're hauling.
Yeah.
That it takes them time to stop.
Right. And
don't pull out in front of them.
Right. And if you're on the interstate and you're going to pass somebody, don't do 61 to pass somebody doing 60.
No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because usually I see this a lot now I'm talking like out in the Netherlands of the interstate, not inside cities, but you'll have somebody, they'll do 60 and a half miles an hour to pass somebody doing 60, and they just take forever. Oh my gosh, I-20. I know I-20 was all. I remember that a lot because people have their cruise control set for what, and they don't speed up and then get back out the way, and it's like, oh my gosh. And speaking of the left lane was not built for your personal lane. In other words, that's one thing that really ticks me off about interstate driving is you got these cats that'll stay in that left-hand lane, come hell or high water. If the speed limit say 75, all right, they're doing like 80 in the left-hand lane and just camped out right there. It's like there could be nobody in the right-hand lane in front of you for miles.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but I'll tell you what aggravates me is that somebody who is riding your ass, so when you get over into the right-hand lane.
Right.
Like I'll be passing somebody.
Yeah.
And then once I pass them, and then I'll have somebody come up behind me before I'm able to get over, like they're going to run over me. And then once I am able to get over, they ride right beside me.
Don't you just hate that
I want to run them off the road.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had that coming from Baker tonight. I went to Walmart in Baker because, Zachary on a Friday, no.
Yeah, no.
So I was coming back and it was dark and I was at the construction area. And I mean, somebody was riding my butt that whole way from that Valero all the way. And I was like, oh, Jesus, get off my butt.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got through the construction, I moved over. What do? they turn at that right when you're getting into town at that little hand washing car station or whatever and go
Yes,
back there. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
Oh my
absolutely
God.
ridiculous.
This
Yeah.
to your point, Stacy, is like I said, you got a car in the left hand lane approaching fast until you need to pass, and they're going right there with you also.
Yeah. They want to
You
get
know?
right beside you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, okay. So we talked about if the lane becomes an exit, move over as soon as possible, or if the lane is ending. We've already talked about that. Also, on the interstate, everybody knows in the your area what the interstate speed limit is. Baton Rouge is 60.
Mm.
You get outside of Baton Rouge, it gets to 65, 70, etc. When that interstate gets up to like 70, 75, don't do 65. Try to maintain, I know the minimum speed on the interstate's 45, but if it's like a
Yeah.
lane, if it's a 6 lane interstate or a 3 lane, don't be in the center lane doing 45.
No.
Now, when you're in the right hand lane, all bets are off. Anything goes. You can do whatever you need to in the right hand lane.
I mean, as long as you're at least doing 45.
Yes. But
that's the minimum.
Exactly.
If you can't drive 45, you don't need to be on the interstate. Stick with the side streets.
Exactly. That's that too. Just stay off the interstate.
Because you're causing another hazard.
Exactly. And then not using your blinker to indicate your lane changing. Now, I understand there are times where things happen quickly. Okay, you may not have time, but
if you got to make a fast decision, but
under normal circumstances, let people know, hey, I need to change lanes, please. And then that really what gets this goat's being gotten tonight, girl, is like
Poor
when
goat.
you see, all right, I need to get over in the other lane to go around. You have your blinker on for like 30 minutes to let people know, hey, I'm about to go. And then the knucklehead behind you decide right when you start to move over, I'm going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
And then get on your tail like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be passing.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Oh,
those are the times I wish I had drove a tank.
I know. Oh. If the lane isn't on and off signal. Oh yeah. This is like the College Drive Acadian throughway area where you have you are like further down to where the on ramp becomes an off ramp further up. In other words, if you're coming off, if you're using the on ramp and you need to get into the interstate and go further down, indicate with the blinker. Okay. If you're not, don't put your blinker on. That really gets my goat because you're coming on the on ramp. All right, and you're going to need to get over, or you're not. If you're not giving me a signal, I'm assuming that you're not getting over. You're staying right there.
Right.
Until they decide to get over and go all the way to the left-hand lane. And then you're trying to put your blinker on to say, hey, I'm getting in. And then you try to do the zipper effect, as you called it. But yeah, it's just, I can't stand that.
We did. I think, Karen, before you got on, we did let everybody know that you can get your blinker fluid checked at AutoZone for free. They have that service, or you can Google it.
Exactly.
You can Google blinker fluid for your make and model.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like you said earlier, Miss Karen, it's the interstate, not the Autobahn. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and they said that, okay, so the speed limit on the interstate now is 70. So is it 70? 70?
Yeah.
On average.
Okay.
On average.
So people go close to 80.
Mm-hmm.
Stay a couple miles under, usually the police will, you're 5 or 10 miles or whatever. So their idea was, why don't we just change the speed limit to 80 and actually enforce it?
No, because then people are going
Because
90.
I said, well, that's what I said. I said, because then people are just going to go 90. If you increase it to 80, then they're just going to go 90. And he said, well, yeah, I guess you're right, but actually enforce it.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
they don't enforce it now, so
I
why would
know.
they?
Well,
They don't
but
enforce it at 70, so why would you enforce it at 80?
well, in defense of Baton Rouge, who in their right mind would want to be a police officer anyway in Baton Rouge?
Hmm.
Well,
Nobody.
not just in Baton Rouge, but like on the interstate,
Well,
with
yeah, but you have probably
that would be like state police or whatever
a
parish.
deficit in state police too, just because the whole dang state is so crime ridden till it's not even funny. So who here you state police, okay, you pull somebody over for speeding, they probably gonna take a gun after you a lot of times.
Yeah.
What was that little last year? Was it last year in Port Allen when the map people, the map people that help you on the side of the road.
Yeah.
There was some guy that was pulled over, and the map man stopped to help him. And when he got out his truck and walked up to the cab, the man shot him and killed him right there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
What's up, Kane in Baton Rouge? Oh,
hi.
let's see. And also,
He said he don't have time for
Exactly.
blinkers.
Exactly. And like when you're on the interstate and you go to pass somebody and then they speed up. I can't stand that.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Kane and Baton Rouge, I agree with you. On ramps are like coming out in the pits in racing,
got to
pedal to
go.
the floor.
You got to go.
Absolutely.
Got
I
to go.
agree. That's me.
You
That's
know,
why I
and-
said when I turn right to get on when I turn left in Baker to get on the interstate there in, what is that?
Scotlandville.
Scotlandville.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pedal to the floor.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
and speaking of pit lane exits, people on the interstate that are passing people like they're trying to go through lap traffic.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. And talking about your speed limit though, back when it was 55, people were doing 60, 65, 70, then they move it up.
Yeah.
You can, all they're going to do is just make the crashes worse. I don't know. Oh,
Yep, it's up to the person trying to merge into traffic to match the speed.
Exactly.
Yep, 100%.
Talked about the left-hand lane car approaching, and until you need to pass, and they match your speed. We talked about the zipper. Damn, we used the whole notebook up on this.
I know.
That's parking lots. Wait a minute, is that all? That's all I have for interstates?
That's it. We've complained to the end of the list.
Oh, wait a minute. Nope. One last thing. When people go from the left lane to try to exit the interstate.
Oh, cross over three or four lanes of traffic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just asking to be plowed over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because everything that we've discussed on this driving, I mean, we're no experts, we're not better than anybody else, but
I think we both have a pretty good bit of common sense though.
That's
so
the whole thing. That's the whole thing. It's the common sense.
Mike, I'm not a Sunday driver at all. I made that statement when I first got on here. When I get in the car, I have somewhere to go. I'm not a Sunday driver, and I'm usually late, and I have somewhere to go, and it's usually pedal to the floor.
Oh yes. So yeah, that basically concludes our driving. So far, we've discussed shopping, driving. Couple of
Mike said, did we discuss people coming off the bridge and jumping to the middle lane at 40 miles an hour?
Basically falls into the merging and then not, just.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. Mike, are you talking about people coming off of like from across the river?
Mississippi River Bridge.
Yeah.
Coming across
that and coming across, especially like I was saying in the morning, those 18-wheelers, I stay over all the way in the middle or to the left lane. And then added to that, they need to close, what is that?
Washington Street.
There you go. They need to close that crap because there's inevitably somebody that needs to get over to go there too.
Well, this is my thing. It used to be, did they not have an exit for Washington Street? Because
they did, but
they just
on the
made
right-hand side.
Okay, so they moved it to the other side.
No, they did not. The other one is Terrace. Terrace Avenue, and the Washington is still over there. But if they would close Washington, they could get off on Terrace and maneuver over there. Because I do it for home health. I'm kind of proficient in that area now because they've redone all that Section 8 housing over there. It's actually very cute little houses and stuff, but you can maneuver. They just need to close that exit right there. Close.
Well, I mean, if
they ain't gonna close it because they just redid it. So
I mean, because it's already hard enough if you're trying if you're coming from here in Zachary, like you're heading that way. If you're trying to just get to the Dalrymple exit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what Mike said. Mike said that the Washington exit needs to be closed and extend that lane to past the lakes.
Exactly. And then I always remember that exit that you're speaking of. I'm like, I would find another way. I would just have to find another way.
Well, and hopefully my friend won't have to be doing that for too much longer anyway. She's gonna be
that's I have an update on that. We won't get into that
today. Okay.
Because remember, there's more than just us watching this. The whole world, children in Pakistan may be watching this. So be careful what you say.
Yeah.
So now that we've concluded this, a couple of topics I haven't discussed with you yet. So I'm gonna throw a surprise.
Okay, surprise
me. So a couple
me.
of topics I'm thinking about is, and this could be for this.
I shoot from the hips, and you don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Hey, it's Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
So, and this could be a multiple episode, but just talking about how people behave. Okay. Now you can't attest to this, but being left-handed. Let me tell you one thing about being left-handed.
I was reading Jordan. I was reading that. Start again.
Okay, hold up. If you're going to do this, you have to be able to see it, do it, go, keep going. You can't.
Let me tell you one thing.
Tell me one thing. I
don't know who you think you're talking to.
I saw Jordan. Let me just tell you something. I saw her neck move back. I suggest don't go there.
I was
that head moved back. I was like,
funny. That's just part of our comedy skit.
No,
but seriously.
Okay, no. Start your list over. Tell me again.
Okay.
What is this?
So I'm thinking we can start talking about how people behave. Just
behave where?
Just wherever. Just how people act.
Okay.
This is just some things I'm spitballing, kicking cans around.
Okay.
And we're just trying to bring people into the fold here.
Okay.
I'd like to have one about, let me tell you one thing about being left-handed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing about being married to somebody who's left-handed.
Being the oldest child.
Yeah. I could attest. I could.
And
cooking techniques.
I.e., just because you bring it to the potlucker, I mean I gotta eat it. I have a quirk about that. I don't know if it's just a demented childhood, dinner on the grounds at the Baptist church. I don't know, but I have a real hang up with other people's cooking. If I'm going to eat somebody else's cooking, I have to know them. I have to know them. Okay. I don't know where they put their hands. I don't know how clean their utensils are. I don't know if they use I don't even know if they use dishwashing cleaner or dishwashers. I don't know if they use milk that wasn't expired. I don't know if they bought their produce from God knows where.
So Mike says there's a 5-second rule. Actually, Mike, we decided that since with the price of the rise in inflation and the price of groceries, it's only a 2-second rule now. Or I mean, it's a 10-second rule now.
But anyway, that's just, like I said, that's just a couple ideas I wanted to spring on you. Surprise.
Okay.
Not saying we will, but that's just some things that I've been kicking around.
Okay.
And if anybody,
it doesn't matter what the topic is, I can bitch and complain about anything.
Yeah, she can. That's why she's a co-host. And remember,
you can guarantee I have an opinion on it.
And remember,
take that to the bank.
And also don't forget, y'all, that we are proudly sponsored by KMA, where their slogan is, if you don't like it, KMA. So appreciate them for sponsoring this. Oh, think about it, Karen. Oh,
I know what it means. Trust me.
Okay. But yeah.
That's the sponsor for this $1.25 tree production.
That's right. Oh, so yeah, that's really about it. I guess we're going to wrap it up. And then I was going to say, for any of you folks who watch this at a later date, or if, Kate and Baton Rouge, Jordan, if y'all have some things that y'all would like to discuss, because now we're able to go live.
That's right.
Okay.
Bring it on.
And it's only going to get more raucous from here.
Yeah.
But if y'all come up with any thoughts or ideas on what gets your goat, what gets your blood a boiling and your dandruff a flutter, put it in the comments section. Let us know what you think, what you want to tell somebody. Let me tell you one thing about, because
we're not easily offended, so bring it on.
No, and if we're offended, again, we are sponsored by KMA.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you, Miss Karen, for showing up.
Okay.
You are a first customer. I wish.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I wish we had a gift for you. All we can offer you is a thank you.
Maybe, friendship. It's fine.
Maybe we can cook her some macaroni and cheese when she comes over or something. Maybe an onion and some.
I'm making chicken and dumplings this weekend.
Hey, she ain't that special. I'm joking.
Oh, you heard that?
I heard
Get him.
Okay.
Get him.
I'm joking.
One day he's gonna
get him, Karen. Get him.
I was thinking that onion and pretzel sandwich we were talking about.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It's a joke. You have to be here.
Yeah.
You have to be inside these heads to understand.
You have to be here at dinner time.
Yeah, this is just part of our comedy sketch.
Our banter.
This is what we do. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that we're doing this live, I like to be able to turn people away. I like to, I enjoy this because this is good conversation.
Well.
But anyway,
if y'all want to see some more of us, stick around. In about 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to be live on the South Coast Cane Show.
Yeah, I have
and that's quite a show.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Night. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be a little later than normal, but I'm pulling a double header with the Let Me Tell You One Thing show, and then in probably about 10 minutes, I'm going to do my other channel, South Coast Cane Show, where we talk about the Indiana game. And it could be raucous. It could be live. It could be, it's not for anybody under 18.
It's going to be fun.
It is. It always is. And plus we have a special guest, a secret guest.
Yeah.
But again, thank y'all so much. Thank you, Miss Karen. We're going to see you later.
Love you.
Love y'all too. See y'all. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Be careful. So, peace, love, and soul. We're going to catch y'all next time.
Yep.
Bye.